the amount of gas you have in your tank. You feel me? So yeah, definitely salute to Manza for sure. And he just put too. I'll join you soon. Enough for sure. But yeah, like I was saying, when I got hit off my bike, and the way I went flew all the way up, like I probably was at least like the height that I flew probably was at least like two-story, man. And like I said, and I land on the hood of the car and hit the floor and shit. And I got up. I just got up and started walking. I didn't give a fuck about the bike no more. I was like, man, if I just point, fuck this bike, you feel me? Fuck everything else. I had some customers' food and I was about to deliver. I'm like, man, fuck y'all niggas, like everything. I was like, man, fuck everything. I just walk away, you feel me, and just sat and think about it for a minute. I'm like, God damn, like something like wanted me dead. Like, I was literally thinking like that, like damn, the way I got hit and all that shit, the way I could process it, like man, something wanted me dead, you know. And I was like, man, I can't die. That's what I'm looking at. Because before that, there was multiple attempts that behind me to kill me. I felt like at that point I was on I was facing death. You know, I was facing death. So there was multiple attempts on my life. You feel me? And none of these prevailed. That's why when I got hit, that's the only way I was looking at it. Is like, damn, that's another attempt on my life. But I realized that I couldn't die. Some glitch. Okay. Salute, bro. Some glitch.
It's Angie, man.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I got many names. I got me.
Salute to you, bro. Sure.
What up?
Yeah, great life. Respect.
Yeah, hearing you talk about your getting hit by a car situation.
Yeah, man, I got hate. I feel like that was one of the last attempts, on my life, to uh take my life away from me, you know. And like I said, the only thing I could thought about, because there was multiple attempts, on my life, that's around the time I got poisoned, you know. Uh, it was an attempt to, shoot me, with a gun and all that,
Mm-hmm.
So there was multiple attempts, on my life, and I managed to, overcome all that and get away from that. And the last attack, was me got hit with the car. So I was like, man, that's all I could think about. And I was thinking about it in a magical way, dealing with the voodoo and all that shit. I was like, man, that must be some voodoo, they do behind me. Like they really want me dead, like type shit. But and
Yeah.
also looking at it like, nah, I can't die. You feel me? Like I've seen it before. Like I've seen it with the gun. I've seen it with the poison. I've seen it with all the attempt. That it's like I can't die. But yeah, I was just give up my little story to kind of say that again.
I've been there before. I got stories too. I've been there before.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I died before at 3 years old. You might remember the story. I'm burned up, like 70% of my body.
Hmm. And
Go
bam,
ahead.
70% of your body got burned.
Well, they took skin graft from one part of my body and put it on the burn part. So I'm basically scarred over 70% of my body.
Bam.
Yeah, and I died 3 times, and I'm still here. So that was when I was 2 years old, though.
Right. Right.
hmm And then the gun thing, I done seen that a few times, and the
Bam.
poison. And I got hit by a car, but it wasn't. It was kind of like a nudge.
Okay.
But I did fall off my bike when my my handlebars was wearing out, and I thought I could ride one more. It was one more time though. So I was riding. I was riding, and I came down off the sidewalk, and the handlebars went kink, and they just popped. I'm still trying to turn the bike and shit, and I went down on my face. But before I hit the ground, I like paused in the air or some shit, like something cushioned me or something.
Damn. Yeah, it happened to me too on a BMX. Think I was probably was like 16, 17. I was riding that BMX and the handlebar just went forward. So I had my chin was, getting crushed on the front wheel, you know,
Ooh.
and once I realized that, and I was like, oh shit. So I just let go and hit the floor and make a whole front flip, like, well, my
Yeah.
eye, my eye got fucked up. My hands, got fucked up and all that. But
Mm.
I was bad as hell because on the Virgin Island we used to go all the way up on the hill, you know, with the bikes,
Mm.
and the road is all the way fucked up because the mountain don't really have good roads like that, So we went all the way on the mountain, like hill, all the way up, and we be flying down on this BMX like with no brakes, so where you gotta use your shoes for brakes and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I was bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got for being bad.
Uh, I think you was being chased before you was bad.
You see, I was being chased.
Yeah, I call it being chased. Like King Herod, this is the Bible, but I'm not much you into it. But King Herod set out, to get the son of God. I don't know if you know about that, but yeah, you was
No.
being chased. Like they call before you was bad, or you
Oh
just
yeah.
came out. Yeah, you was being chased before you was bad.
Oh yeah, for sure. Before I even came here on this world, in this world, I was being chased and hunted because like they didn't want me to be here. Like my own uncles and then my old family, people from my family,
That's
then
what
like,
I'm talking about, King Herod. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that I see what you're saying, because I kind of relate. Like I said, man, my own family, they didn't want me, to be born, so they did some shit, for me not to be born, and my mama knew about that, so my mama had to left, what I'm saying, the area in order to protect herself, you know,
Mm.
and all that. And when I was born, was a lot of things that was done, for me not to, I guess, be what I'm supposed to be, but yeah, the plan was, bigger than them. So
Yeah, yeah. Like Scar and the Lion King, the uncle.
yeah, I,
Hey, Timmy, man. Great light to you. This is a recording from another person's channel.
man, it's crazy you said that because he is, when it comes to that zodiac sign thing, he is a Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. But yeah, definitely with
Yeah,
that,
and the children being aborted. That's kind of like the same thing. Like they ain't
mm,
want them. They ain't want them to come.
yeah, yeah, man. That
Yeah.
that's basically the same thing. That the same attempt, because I was supposed to be a twin. I was supposed to have a twin sister, you know, and she was aborted, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were saying they were trying to take you out. You don't use certain words, but I call that you was being chased. Like they chasing you.
Yeah, like they're running after me type shit.
Yeah, chasing you.
Mm.
They call it gang stalking. Or I call it crucified, crucifix. Like it's a crew of people chasing you, trying to fix you.
Mm. That's deep right there.
Yeah, you pull into the pit stop and they come out and fix you up. A crew in the NASCAR race.
Mm.
Excuse me.
That's deep, cause that's literally how I see it for real. I be feeling like people feel like I'm broken, like I'm some type of being that need to be fixed. Like
Yeah,
my whole life. I feel
like
like people
like a
try to fix
bull.
me up.
Yeah, like a bull, or they fix the animal, they fix the cat so he don't have babies.
Mm.
Yeah, you pull into the pit and you fall into the pit, and the crew come in and fix you and jack you up, change your tires. That's when you turn bad. Change your tires and stuff. Gas
Mm.
you up. I'm talking about the jetpack and stuff. Gas you up, boost you.
Right.
NASCAR.
Right. I get what you're saying. Like a race type of thing.
Yeah, crucifix. Crucifix.
Mm-hmm.
So you be crucified. The girls will say your eyes pretty.
Mm.
Oh no, is it true?
Is it true?
Yeah, I'm feeling that's true for you.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
yeah.
it's in your eyes, right? Like, because it's in your eyes.
Yeah. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. It happened.
The crucified. The crucified.
Yeah, you ain't lying. It happened.
That's why you being chased.
Mm-hmm.
Or was, maybe, it's probably past tense now, but
Yeah, before the last chase, basically, I got chased, as a baby, or before I even came here. Then I got chased again, being a man. You know what I'm saying? So
excuse me, guys. Yeah, I feel you. That's really what it is.
yeah, I definitely agree with you. Definitely, you're on point.
Yeah, it's called gang stalking. I don't know if you heard of that before, though.
Hell yeah, I've heard of that. I felt like that before. I feel like that I'm being watched. You know,
You the
I
only
felt
one to
like
watch.
that. Huh?
You the only one to watch. How old are you?
Yeah, man. I be feeling like, man, man. I be feeling like people are watching me, even before I knew what watching me was.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just be it's certain thing that be happening. I be like, hold on, how is that possible? And then when I'm having conversation with people, I be like, damn, like you been watching me. Like, how the fuck you know this shit? You
They
know?
tell you that
Yeah,
thing to you. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That
yeah. You
thing,
let them, you let them
because
talk.
yeah,
You be quiet and let them talk. They expose themselves.
it's the same thing though. Like Scar the uncle, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's the same. To me, it's the same one. It It starts off where it left, where the last one left off.
Mm.
They call it familiar, like it's familiar spirit.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't never lying. So that's how I be looking at it, and I be feeling like that's how, like you said, bro. Like I was looking at it, like, damn, bro. Like, why the fuck that spirit following me everywhere, bro? Like jumping from body to body. Like it's certain people that I be talking to, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck? That's the same spirit. Like you giving me the same,
Yeah,
you talking to me in the same spirit that the people that I'm getting away from. The people that I'm getting away from, that I don't want to have nothing to do with them. I don't want to, get to the point that where, you know, like we get like, violent and stuff like that. And
mm-hmm.
I'm seeing the same shit started to be, create itself, recreate itself, or be in a new body. It's like that spirit be jumping from body to body. You ain't lying.
Yeah. That's why I say it's the same one.
Yeah, man.
When I always speak of the scripture because that's the only thing that talks about this, man. To me, when the was it Peter or one of the disciples, Jesus was telling them he had to go to a place and they was gonna take him, and one of the disciples was like, "No, let's go this way. Why don't we just go here where they won't take you?" And Jesus
Hmm.
was like, "Get behind me, Satan!" Right?
Hmm.
So that's what I mean by the thing. It's the same one. You call it jumping bodies, so I guess that's what I'm feeling you saying.
Yeah,
I think it,
it's the
I
same
think it was
spirit that just be, jumping, you know, different, basically changing face or bodies, but it's the same spirit, like you're saying, just like the devil was, taking, the character of Peter, you know, to come to
yeah.
Jesus.
That's what I think I'm talking about. But I don't know. You might be speaking
Yeah.
on another. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying, yeah, that's how I'm looking at it too, because I've thought about it before. I've looked at it, like I'm like, damn, like that's the same God motherfucker. That's the same motherfucking spirit, man. Like what I'm hearing, the way that I'm hearing, the people talking to me, and these different people, the way that I hear them talk to me, is like, bro, hold on, bro. Like, do you know the person that that
Yeah, yeah. I've been there.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
man? I be
Like,
thinking,
they be like, I don't know them. Like, no, I don't know them. Did you go to school with them or something? Like, I mean, no, I don't know them. Like, I'm like, dang.
yeah,
How
bro,
you know? Like, how you know how to do that? Like,
literally,
yeah,
man. I know I wasn't tripping, man. I'm like, oh, hold on, bro. Like, yo, bro, you talk like it's like a lot of times I don't be telling them like loud, but it's like they be knowing that I'm telling them that, or I just be saying talking to myself, and I'm like, man, let me get away from you, man, because it's the same shit. It's like you said, like I'm being chased, like wherever I go, like you feel me? They gonna
crucifix.
chase me. They're gonna chase me. Like they're gonna oh no, that spirit always going to find its way. You feel me? To what I'm saying, try to get
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, the crucifix.
Yeah, man.
The crucifix. Like, so when they fix that bull, he become a steer.
Mm.
Sure.
He become a steer, which is emasculated. Fix him.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't have um children or bulls.
Right.
Yeah, fix him. And they'll say, well, where I am, they'll say, I'll fix your ass. They'll say it to me. The crew member will say, I'll fix your ass.
Yeah, man. You ain't lying. Yeah, I've heard that before. I've told that before. That that they're gonna be the one that's gonna like you said, fix me. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, crucifix. It has to me. It has to be what you witness. With the scripture to me talking about. It's talking about the familiar spirits that I'm seeing, like these familiar folks.
You're real life.
mm,
Let's talk about crucifixing you. A crucifix you is attempt to fix you. I don't know nothing about that TV Rome and the TV Jerusalem, and I don't know nothing about that. Jerusalem got to be right here, like Rome is here. Like
yeah, I've said it too.
yeah, it has to be talking about where I'm standing.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Cause I've done think about me being from Jerusalem. You know, uh, yeah, you ain't lying, man. With everything that you're saying for sure. I don't know if I'm giving it that energy, or you know what I'm saying, or if you'll be able to see it, from my spirit. But you're definitely right, because I'm looking at things from that perspective, you know, and I be feeling like uh they well I be feeling like uh it's the second coming, you know. That's how I'm looking at it. Like it's the second coming, but they say that again. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh no, there was somebody on the phone. Oh, I agree with you though. Yeah, I agree. It's the which is you, right?
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. It's the second coming, but it's like the way it is coming is like it's like they want some type of revelation, right? It's like that spirit wants some type of revelation. You know, it's like it's who I was talking to about that. I think it was Manzai and stuff like that. I was talking about how you know yeah, it was my how people always want like I think we was talking about the Matrix and shit like that. How people don't be even though the agents be knowing, but they want confirmation. You know, they want to confirm. What it is. You know, and that's where I think they fucked up at. Because uh if you're waiting for confirmation, that means you don't really know. You know, you don't really know. You're just assuming that you know that okay, it should be this and that. You know what I'm saying? 2 plus 2 should be 4. And you're waiting for to confirm is it 4. It's like the student go to school, you know, and waiting for the teacher to confirm, you know, if they pass the test or not. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's like
Yeah,
eventually,
you saying it. You
yeah,
saying it
yeah, man.
because
That's how I'm looking at it.
the day is the I, right? The day is the I. The
Mm-hmm.
Daye. Day is the I. So it ain't no life in it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no life in him. It ain't no truth in him.
Mm.
It's it's like I made it up, like
Mm.
stream yard, right? Like a yard with a water stream flowing through it, I guess. But it's nothing there. It's no yard with water flowing through it. So I made it up. The eye,
I get what you're
the
saying.
AI, is paint, right? The world is paint. Like you look at a map and see Nebraska, for example. That's paint.
So you're saying that the crucifix, I'm making it up?
Well, no, your life is true, but I feel that I would say crucifix because he left me this message of the crucifix. Wrong, based, but wrong. You know, this message of
Yeah,
this crucifix. So,
yeah.
so
He told me that before too.
yeah,
The spirit have told me that everything go back to Rome. All roads lead
yeah,
to Rome.
yeah. The garments that Jacob put on, he put on the garments of a worldly man, or I don't want to say a gangster, because Esau is gangster.
Hmm.
So Rome, the Roman soldiers, they roaming the streets with their Nike
Hmm.
uniforms from Italy, with their
Hmm.
swoosh. That swoosh that's on that Roman helmet is that swoosh on them Nike shoes. And they smoke Newports, which is the swoosh. So the Roman soldiers roaming right now in Rome, because all roads lead to Rome, like roaming the streets.
Right. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't know about TV Rome. That's what I mean by made it up. I don't know nothing about social studies Rome. Pain. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
School Rome, TV Rome, TV Desert, TV Jerusalem, TV Matthew. I don't know nothing about that. There's no one there. Matthew in my face.
My view.
Yeah, like a man named Matthew or whatever other thing he showed me. It's Matthew. Like a man named John, he in the flesh. John in the flesh right now.
Hmm. I
Because I don't
definitely
know.
get.
Yeah, that's why I try to show people to connect the dot of your real life. Like when you read the Bible, see your real life. Don't go to that desert. Don't go to the boy, whatever that guy named Borgia. That painting, it's pain. The character named Jesus in them paintings, something Borgia or something. Don't go to that one. Go to your real life.
Yeah, I've always done that. I think I was talking to So Amma probably 2 3 years ago. About the Bible on how when I'm reading the Bible, I'm seeing uh
Your
I'm
real life.
seeing an editing version of my life, an
Yeah.
edited version of it's edited, it's edited, you know, to fit the narrative that they want me to follow, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking at it. It's edited to fit the narrative that they want me to follow instead of the narrative that uh where that was displayed. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the narrative that is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so I definitely look at it, from that aspect. I see.
So is it something you could say that's not part of the narrative?
Say that again.
Is it something that you can say is not part of the editing?
That's not part of the editing.
Yeah,
Yeah, the truth.
that's what I'm talking about. Right? You don't write your life down in forever. It's written down to me because I'm sleep. when you in eternal life, you don't write it down because you'll be writing down forever. So your children, if it's a such thing, your children will be reading your book forever. People will read your book forever.
But that's the aspect. That's the aspect that's where I'm getting into it. Like me waking up from my sleep. Like this like me writing. What I'm gonna do tomorrow, right? And tomorrow when I wake up, you know what I'm saying? And everything was edited. I'm looking at it from that perspective. Of you know.
When you wake up, it'll be now though.
Say that again.
When you wake up, it's now. It's gonna be something called now.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel
That,
the editor. Tomorrow never comes. It's always now.
right. Tomorrow, tomorrow is now.
Yeah, it never
Yesterday
comes.
was now. Yesterday was now. Tomorrow was now. I mean, is now. I get it. I definitely agree with you. This is what
So
I'm
that's
talking
like
about.
the border. That's like the borders on the map, right?
Mhm.
Whatever state you ever in, right? That border that you can't see when you cross it. Like tomorrow, the border you can't see. Because as you go to tomorrow, I guess you now.
Yeah, I agree. Ain't no such thing. In the now, ain't no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow
It
is
never
on
comes. That's
you
what you're
have
saying.
right.
So you
I
don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own.
I know. I'm not worried about tomorrow, though,
No,
but I'm.
I'm just speaking the scripture. I'm just speaking the scripture. I'm just speaking the scripture. That's all. Because tomorrow never comes. It's
I
always
agree.
tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
So I think the scripture for those that sleep, right?
Mm.
To me. So when you go to the beginning and you stand in the truth right now, and you see the sun and the light and the flat dry land and everything that's spoken, then you can read from there. You never really had to learn how to read. But since the person's under spells, it's less if they have to go this way to remember that you in the living book right now.
I agree. That's what I went through. That's what I, was speaking from, waking up. Because, I think that, the Bible is it's a memory. It's like, you get saved, from the Bible, like you got saved, like it will save your memory in a, in a jump drive,
Hmm.
right?
That's where the jump drive come from. It come from you saving your memory.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the Bible like that. That's why I say I ties in the Bible, you know, the
Hmm.
biblical scriptures to the unbiblical cord, right?
Yeah.
So the biblical scriptures is unbiblical, right? It starts to the
Hmm.
biblical cord. So I think I did the live stream on that. So it's like it's a memory that give you a jump, like when you play in the video game and you know how you used to go into that room and save your character, you know, and when you
Hmm.
go back and play the game, and you be, you be, you know, you have your memory basically, of everything. You don't have to start over again, right? And go start over and creating your whole another character. You already have a character created, so you could
Yeah.
just go and continue do your thing. That's how I'm looking at it. That's why I'm speaking, from the perspective, of uh, uh basically, from the yesterday until now, you know,
Mm.
yesterday until now. I'm speaking of it, and and it's like saving your character, and when you go back and play, and you realize that somebody already played your character. You know what I'm saying? You're like, hold on. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't change that shit. I didn't put this right there. Like I didn't, hide
Yeah,
it like that.
you did. Why I can say that? Because you're the only one that comprehended. You can look at a almost anything, but you can look at a tree and see your name and think you see your name in that tree.
Mm.
Because it's really nothing there. It's paint, right? It's inside of you. Like so, when you read it, you'll pull up your archives of you from when you're reading it, because it's inside of you. It's nothing there that has life in it.
You say there's nothing here that's got life in it.
It's nothing there in that book, in the writings, the ink. There's nothing there. It's in you when you read it, right? When you read it, it's you thinking about what you're reading. So inside of you, as you read it and you start seeing things like how you see things, it's inside of you that you see those things because there's nothing there. Like I was saying about the people that drew the maps to give you an easier way, right? So you can look at that map and take the easier way across the land, but it's nothing there. It's paint. It's in you, the easier way.
I agree
You
with
can,
that.
it's
I,
nothing
I
there.
agree. I agree with everything that you're saying.
Like
What
them
I'm
there talking in the video, there's no one there talking. It's inside of you, the translator, that find it inside of you, what you translate.
Okay, I agree. I agree. That's why I translated it. Make sure I translated it and stuff like that because I understand, like you said, it's coming from within or from inside of the mind. You know, but
Yeah,
no,
let's think.
what I'm it's got to be something that's entering the mind.
You. See, that's like to me. That's like Adam said, Eve. She gave me of the tree, and I did eat. So Adam, I found out how to blame Eve. Like, but I don't know what blaming is. So I learned it, or I find it in me. I find blaming in me. Then I say, you did it. Like even if they say he did it, and everybody finger point to him, right? And I look over at him and I copy. Well, I'm not. It's in me that I'm copying them because they ain't saying nothing. It's in me that they saying it's him. Because one is the only one thinking.
So
Can't
the
find no.
thinker is the one thinking.
Yeah. Period. Find somebody else's thinking. Like it's gonna be you that thought of it that you found it. What is finding someone else thinking? To me, you have to find it inside of you. And then you'll say, I found someone thinking. Like everything in your life. To me, it seems like it's like that.
Again, that's where I was going to, me thinking that the there is the written basically it's like somewhere somehow like it's kind of like my DNA being altered with, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like there is a gauge within myself.
Yeah. What I call Uncle Scar, or they call it, I call it Uncle Scar, right? Uncle Scar.
What you mean by Uncle Scar?
You know, Uncle Scar and the Lane King. And he had threw Mustafa over the cliff. I don't know if you've
Hmm.
seen him before. Right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, Uncle Scar. But he in the family, or he in the blood. Uncle Scar in the blood. Where I can detect familiar spirit. It's in my blood to find them. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, who is Uncle Scar? So the day, right? Back to the THEEYE, the I, day. The day everyone talking about, I guess. Right? I told myself everyone talking about day, right? So the day that everyone talking about, they got this, they building that, that they gonna do, the day, THEYE, the I.
Hmm.
There's no life in it. It ain't no truth in them.
I get what you're saying. Now I can see, now I can see the origin of the now I can see the beginning of the split, you know, where everything split from.
Mm.
So it's basically coming from my eyes, you know. My eyes is basically
Everything you see is your eyesight.
damn.
I would copy you in your senses or the word of God. Like your father, your creator, your maker. I don't know how to say it, to you, but I think you
Now
might know
you
what I'm
you
talking
saying it you saying it right. You put it right. So it's basic, yeah. It's basically the eye that that I don't see, you know, is the true eye. Is the true eye. The eye within is the
about.
true
Yeah,
eye.
and it's
And
like the two, like the canvas. It's
mhm.
like the canvas, like your father or my father talking with me. The eye that you're talking about, and then my two eyes is like the canvas. It's called Earth. People
Yeah,
don't know.
I agree. I see it. I see it. Man, I see what you're talking about now. I see it. And like I said, it also, revealed to me why, that I, is always, another. Is always something else.
You and the
Like you
Father,
said,
you and the Father are one.
right. You're right. You're right. I could see, I could see out of that now, because I could see, like you said, you know, that we, well, now from that perspective, I would have to say life is in him, though. Life is is in him, you know.
Like you hem
The,
your
the
pants up,
say that again.
like you hem your pants up, and sometimes you can hem them up to high waters. It's in the high waters. It's in Him.
Okay, well, like you said, because the Father and the Son is one, so you know life, the Father life that's in the Father is in the life is in the Son, you know, and you
Yeah,
see now you see the Father.
which is
So
sowing. And him, you see the sowing in the him of your pants, which is high
hmm,
waters, like needle and thread sowing. And him, Peter is Pecker though. Like, I mean, in my life, Peter is Pecker.
you said Peter is backup,
Pecker. Pecker.
Packer.
P-E-C-K-E-R. Pecker. Peter is
Hmm,
Pecker. Like, get your Pecker off of me. Get your Peter off of me. What my mom would say.
hmm.
You know, when I'm curious of what's in her hand, I be leaning on it. Get your Peter off of me. Peter is Pecker. So the hem in your pants is him, right? Like it's high waters.
I get what you're saying now.
Because it has to be in your real life. But we was hanging out under trees, right? When we was running the streets, we hung out under trees. We was hanging under trees. He said, you would surely not be dead, right? Yeah,
Right.
we out here, we hanging under trees. Yeah, we not dead. We hanging under trees. We hanging out under trees. Like you could be headed somewhere. So a beheading is your memory being wiped. That's where beheading come from. But people gonna see hanging under trees like Rosewood or something. They gonna be seeing beheadings like Rosewood or something.
Hmm.
And it can seem like the God of the Bible, what they would say was was wrong because he did something to babies and stuff. Whatever the story they try to say. So I say it's not flesh and blood, it's spiritual. It's not a war of flesh and blood. That war of flesh and blood is of the world. They on the same side. The Confederate and the Brits or they on the same side, bro. On the same TV. Yeah. Yeah. Cops and robbers on the same TV. Cowboys and Indians on the same TV. Richard
So
Pulley on the same TV. Yeah, yeah.
so you don't think everything that's on the inside is everything that's on the outside?
Everything is on the inside. That's the kingdom, right? It's within, it's without. What I'm saying on the TV, them characters on the same side of the screen. Like they fight against each other on that screen, but they on the same side.
Yeah, because
So
both of them is on the screen.
yeah, so some people can think they Kunta, and some people can think them other people is Napoleon or something. But Napoleon and Kunta on the same screen. They on the same side. And you could probably think it's a war of flesh and blood, but they on the same side.
Okay,
Cops and robbers.
so everything that so the chase was coming from the inside, from the dome. So the chase is coming from the dome, but it's manifesting on the outside.
Yeah, as in heaven, yeah, as in heaven, so as above, so below, and what happens in heaven is on earth, which is your reflection. You on the inside.
Okay, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, because always have these conflicted thoughts. Is creating a battle. Is creating that left and right. Or that duel is creating
Yeah,
a duel.
which is arthritis, right? Which is arthritis. So that left and right will be fighting each other on the inside of you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's you watching the fight, but you forgot it was you. Like sometimes you could think you cook, not you, not saying you, bro. Sometimes you could think you cooked the kente, or
Mm.
you over there with them. Like this, they cut my ancestor cooked the foot off or something, for example. Like you could think you over there, or you could think that I don't know, I don't know, Billy Bob chasing your ancestor.
So it's like watching a motherfucking basketball game, thinking that I'm LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking sides, yeah, but they on the same side of the screen. Cops and robbers. Hey,
Mm.
we're gonna get some people to think that we caught y'all sitting in front of the bank, right? And then they bust down the door. We caught y'all stealing from the bank. Like, whatever,
Yeah.
Magic.
You can't get what I'm saying. So you could be taking what was her name? Oprah Winfrey. You told Hoppo to beat me, right? You could be taking Oprah Winfrey's side, females. When they see that, they could be like, yeah, yeah, no man should be like this. You know what I'm saying? Programming. Xbox better than PlayStation, all that. They on the same side.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying because I've seen it. Like I said, man, I'm just having a hard time putting it all together. But I
Yeah,
definitely,
that's that tree of good and evil. Go
that
ahead,
again.
brother. Yeah, that's that tree of good and evil. Go ahead. I don't mean to keep cutting you off, bro. I mean, like,
No, you're
I,
good, bro. You're good because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like it's not like
yeah,
you.
'cause I'm standing on the shore like, yo, hey, yo, come off the water or walk on it. Like, walk, yo, hey, you sleep. But you going to a place you might not want to go. It seems like you want to go though. You don't know what to get on your line.
So now I'm saying what you're saying. So you're saying when we ate from the tree of good and evil,
You sleep.
we, we didn't die. We just hanging under the tree.
No, you change color like Easter eggs. You you change color like Easter egg time.
Yeah.
Dying. Dying eggs. Yeah, you sleep. But he telling you, you're surely not asleep. You're woke. You know what I'm saying? New age. You're woke. You're not asleep. You're not surely asleep. And I'm saying, yo, you sleep. You're under spells. You eat from that tree, you going to sleep. You eat from the mind of God tree, you will act like you got the mind of elementary. Like literally.
knowing good and evil.
You can't prove none of it.
So God is sleeping, he's not awake.
So God woke because He telling you throughout your whole life. He telling you. You know how they made the Pac-Man game? You get one up if you get a lot of pellets. You get a lot of points. You'll get a one up. When the sun go into the wall, or it comes out of the other end of the wall, Pac-Man come from the sun rising and setting around you. The truth. I ain't talking about the educated like it got to be in Europe. When the sun go down, it's in Europe, Australia, China. No, man, the sun go into that wall and it come out the truth. It come out the other side of the wall. We call it morning time. You weren't educated, you wouldn't be talking about it going around like that. You'll just know only truth.
So I'm basically awake in the nighttime and sleeping in the daytime.
Yeah, because when you in the world, that is darkness. It ain't nothing there. Like it's like seeing the sun go to China, right, or Europe. If you ain't never been to those places, if you have, I get you get the perception of it. But to me, I don't get your perception of that. I'm making it up.
I get what you're saying. So it go back to what I just said earlier. Like
That's
we are
dark.
the stars. We are the stars above.
The Afro, the ancestors, the angels.
Mm.
It's just different ways of saying it, right? Angels of light, angels. Which is to me, it's your mind. Like you dig in the gold mine, you dig in the silver mine. The sun, moon, and stars is your mind. So that's the money. That's the money they get in. They meant money, not dollars. I meant to say money, not dollars. They meant money, not dollars. I meant to say here, not there. They meant money, not dollars. Money is gold and silver, and it's above your head in the mind where you dig for gold and silver. You not. It's just like you ever heard of the California Gold Rush?
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind or yours, we'll make up this California Gold Rush, right?
Right.
So that's the money that's being made because it don't exist. They meant money, like mine, like I meant to sit here. Like, so you dig in the mind, in your mind, where you make up the California Gold Rush, and you'll make up the mines, and you'll make up all that stuff you think you witnessed through it. And that's what I'm saying. That's the mind they'll dig in your mind. You kind of get what
This is why people say make up your mind.
Yeah.
Make believe.
And this reality and the lie, it's like saying to make up your mind is saying to make up your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he the ruler of that world. He's not the ruler of real life. It's like straw man, real man. He the ruler of the world in your head you made up. Like it's a president maybe in there.
Man, he's a king up there. Cause he's a crown. He's a crown chakra.
Your
The
father,
king.
you and your father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I feel you, but I'm trying to hint, it might be a president in some of us, not just you only. It
Right.
might be a president in your mind, like in your mind.
Yep. Like some people want Some people want Trump to be the president. That's in their mind, and some people want Biden to be the president.
Yeah, prove it exists though. You can't prove none of it. Prove it. That's what I'm talking about. The world is he the ruler of that dark. That's darkness. The president is darkness because it's not. How you find him? Where is he? Like, go get him. Tell him to come here.
The president is dead.
There's no one there. There's no.
Dead president.
Yeah, it's no one. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Make
To go back to what we was talking about, the ghosts, what I was talking about earlier, and the president is ghost. Is dead president. So
Only in your mind. Because if you was to tell, I don't know, like a Aboriginal in Australia that probably don't watch TV or nothing, he don't know nothing about what these presidents. Even the animals around you, you could tell them. The animals seeing us going crazy, man.
So this is the reason why all these people around me is asking me about what's going on in Haiti. It's in my head.
yeah.
Yeah, you been there personally?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember when you were like younger?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. That's
No, I'm
why
saying people that's here. Like there's a lot of people that's here in America with me, that wanna know certain thing about Haiti, that talk about, the president, in Haiti. So all that is in my dome. It's not
yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah, it's the only place, right? The only place for me to live is in your mind, Raul. I mean, on a device, that is, right? Until you witness me personally. The only place to live there, the people that watch it, is in your mind. Period. So everyone wants to come to your mind.
so that's okay. That's what you call the matrix is the computer, the books, the news,
Yeah,
the
there's nothing
TV,
there.
the radio.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's no life in it. There's nothing there. You're making it up. Find it, right? Go. Like I wouldn't know where to go because it don't exist. You're making it up.
It's make believe.
I agree. I get that. I agree. I
Because it's
agree.
dark. If you ain't been to Hollywood, where you standing in the Hollywood you made up, if you ain't never been there, it's dark. Like if they showed you, like they show you them famous people houses, for example, like say MC Hammer's mansion, right? In between you and his mansion is darkness unless you went there in the light.
Unless you bring your light over there.
Yeah, yeah. The one true light that follow you everywhere you go.
All right, now I get that the a better I can get in better on this
Understanding of your God. I got you, bro.
yeah.
Yes, bro. It's the only one you understand. Don't understand me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why I couldn't put it together, because there was that that in between. I have that the mix in between me and the father.
Mhm.
So it allowed me to that's in a intercepting, you know,
Guarding the
Mm-hmm.
gatekeeper.
which also which is going on in my mind. So I'm creating that that same thing in my head, so I could really see it.
Yeah.
The
And the one
the
you go ahead, brother.
I was saying that's what made me couldn't really see the connection because I've known this, I just never really
Yeah,
connected all together and separated.
He's what?
that's what he said. He said, I don't write these words to you for you not knowing. He said, I write them to you because you already know.
Hmm.
You're not stupid. That's how they break animals. Like, this how you make slaves. Like, they break the animal by separating them from love. Like, putting the spirit of sick on them. Sick 'em boy. They put the spirit of sick on that dog in people.
Mm.
So you ask for sick, like you starting a war with sick. Like you telling sick you getting it. You telling sick you getting it, right? Like so sick will jump on you.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I be casting out the illness like a demon, like casting out demons. Like soon
Mm-hmm.
as something come in my head, like, oh yeah, you about to be sick. Like, oh but hell no, I'm not about to be sick.
See,
I'm
you
not about.
rejected it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like they we was talking about the Al Ghul or the alcohol, the ghost or whatever y'all was talking about.
hmm,
Yeah, you reject that sick, that spirit, placebo. A lot of people they don't get to they trust the AI. Because most people ain't never seen rich people, worldly rich people. They they only rich in the TV, I guess, right? Like,
yep, I agree. And it's not even uh it's not what being rich really is, because being rich is being wealthy.
yeah.
It's having a lot of dollars that makes you rich.
So yeah, we can see how the people betrayed each other.
Hmm.
Like the star, that Dr. Seuss cartoon in the book, where some get a star and some they wanted a star, so the thing came through and made a machine. And the ones that didn't have a star, they go through the machine, they get a star. You know what I'm talking about, Dr. Seuss?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, okay. But that was a little storybook as a child, they used to read to us, and they made a cartoon on it too, though.
What is it called, you
And
say?
it was Dr. Seuss, I guess, the stars or something. Like it was one group get stars, and the other group they ain't have stars. So the stars they had like a wealthy life, or they had like a better life than the ones without stars. So the scientists came through or whatever. The probably was the cat in the head, one of them, something like that. Came through with a machine, and he told them you could go through this machine, and you'll get a star. So they went through the machine and they got stars, and they started hanging out with the rich stars, but they was clumsy, and they still had their ways from from when they didn't have a star. So the ones with stars didn't want stars no more. So the guy came through with a machine for them, and they went through it to take their stars out.
That's literally happening right now in real time. You have a whole bunch of people going into the metaverse, you know, going into the metaverse, buying, shit. Now you got, another way. You got people, taking their neural link,
When the
going
people left their
into.
land in slavery, when the people left their land in slavery, it's the same thing. And they left it to people to protect because like a war or a natural disaster was coming through. And when they came back to get their homes, the people took over their homes like they abandoned it, like they had abandoned their homes. This is what's going on right now. Like the same thing you saying, but you
Yeah,
saying yeah.
that's exactly what you're saying. That's literally what's happening right now because you got people waking up to the point to how to get the land back, and at the same time they're leaving it again. You know, they're
I
going back
know.
to the same thing into the same process,
Yeah.
but they're gonna give it up again. It's like me losing my, I lose my car, then I find a way how to get my car back. And
Mm-hmm.
I went into the same way that I lost it. I did the same thing again, which now I lose the opportunity to get my car back.
Yeah, they had us to take our eyes off the prize through eating off the tree.
Hmm.
The moon above your head, the gold and silver. To take your eyes off the present time, which is the prize.
Hmm.
So we looking for presents over there, like Christmas presents and prizes,
Hmm. I like this.
stickers on the forehead and erasers and stuff, cute stuff.
We're looking for the gifts. We're looking for the gift and in technology and the matrix, but the gift is really right here
In your face.
in our face.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only place to put all that stuff is out of you or me, right?
Hmm.
So we repent from the word, turn around. We sit here looking at each other.
You did it. No, you did it. No.
That blaming in the garden thing. You can't see when you're blaming in the garden because you got someone to blame. That you the only one know how to blame somebody. So we forgive them like our mothers and fathers that sent us into them schools of magic. Because when we blame them, we can't see.
Hmm.
He sent us into the fire. Do about to worship dingalang, dinga language and ding dong.
Beat us into safety.
Yeah.
Slavery, yeah. My bond is paid. Your bills, they brag about their bills being paid. They bondage, slavery. Like, ain't nothing to be bragging about.
Hmm.
Money above your head. They make money, not dollars.
That's why the mind is a terrible thing to lose.
Yeah.
The mind is
So
gold.
the go, yeah. That's where you
True
dig
gold.
for gold, right? Getting some booty,
Mm.
treasure, gold and silver. But here's what you wait. So you can turn the other cheek and look at that. Look at them cheeks. Don't look down there.
Now I give me more clarity. Now I got more clarity, to express, myself, without confusing myself, because a lot of time I've been expressing myself, confusing myself, and be thinking that, you know, people might be confused too because of the way I'm expressing it. It's like it's in a confusing way. So now I have that, the way to express myself, and what I mean, and bring parallel, and emphasize on the matrix, and what's true, what's natural, what's real, but and the truth.
The literal truth. Go get your living money. It got your father's face on it or yours.
Because I remember somebody asked me back then. Somebody asked me. I think it was. Now let me not get the name wrong, but I think somebody asked me. How do you know what's real? And what's wrong? How do you know? What's real and what's natural and what's not natural? Or can you really say there is anything that's not natural?
Yeah,
Somebody asked me that question.
Yeah, hold on, I'm going to the bathroom again. I'm going to outside. All right. Okay, well, how you know is if you go back to where you standing and see the sun rise and set around you. Like you probably so busy you can't see that the sun never goes behind you. But what I mean by that, when you see the sun rise from your left, what I assume, and it sets to your right if you're facing it, it'll never go behind you. The whole year you'll never see the sun in the I want to say the north. And you witness it yourself and you see the bread, the bread of life. You can see it. They distracting you from you.
Yeah, I agree. But
Yeah.
what I was saying, I just think that it give me now, in I know was the things in the computers is not real. You know, I know the things in the TVs ain't real, right?
Yeah, it is.
I know the thing in the radio, ain't real. In the books ain't real. You know,
Yeah.
on the
Right there.
internet ain't real. So you know,
Which is
and
repeating
the
of the
the
word.
thing that I know that's in front of me, that's literally in my face. These are
Your
real.
We going home.
your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You the only one
The
ever
super
seen
soldier
people.
program. What they gave us.
Die.
Where you turn against your own brother and stuff. I'm not saying you, I'm talking to every you, man. The only years ago, but
Hmm. But it's still vast because AI be in front of me. I've been looking at, well, not really. I haven't really
it's
met.
recreation.
Yeah, I haven't really meet somebody and look at them like that, like an AI. I'll be talking to people on the AI, and I'll be feeling that like the AI, like I'll be talking, to people on the internet, and I feel like
Yeah,
they.
that's what people thinking the AI is. But AI is education, artificial intelligence. It's an artificial eye on a dollar. That's an
Yeah,
AI.
now that you say that, it makes sense because I've been looking at my dad like he's a robot, like my cousin them like they're a robot because they're so educated, you know,
They
and move
artificial.
so
Yeah,
and
yeah. So
moving
it's
in such a way. Yeah.
them politicians and stuff. It's
Hmm.
the AI inside of their mind.
With education.
The education. Like we use another man's foot to measure 12 inches. Some people don't have 12-inch foot. It's someone else's foot. So that's a ruler. Like he'll bruise thy head and you will bruise his heel, which is that to me that 12-inch ruler.
Hmm.
Cause your house will be fit to your feet if you got like an 8.5 or whatever. Your house will be when you build a house, it'll be to your feet. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about the person with a 12-inch foot if you don't have that, or your relative.
I agree.
Yeah, so when you put it, a yardstick is 3 feet. That's the 3/6, right? The 3
Mhm.
12 inches. 3 times 12. That's the 3/6.
36.
Yeah, the yardstick, which is a ruler. It's spelled the same way. It's artificial intelligence before the computer. Before you was given a computer. That's why you can read your device because you got artificial intelligence. Because you wouldn't be able to read it. It's nothing there. It's just like that space movie you like, the alien shit and all that. They had them little glyphs and stuff. It's the same thing. And you look at these symbols and you can see like StreamYard. Like, I can see that stuff. I think I can. You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. There's nothing there. The real you, no, there's nothing there. The educated you is like, no, it do say that. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, the AI.
Well, that's what makes it official.
It's off. For sure. It's off the issue. It's official. It's off.
So the issue, official, officials is off issue of the
It's
issue.
off. And for sure, it's off.
Which is a part of the problem.
It's off. It's not on. It's darkness. Between me and Hollywood is dark. I mean, it's really the TV. It's between me and the TV, right? But I can act like Hollywood that way or something. So between me and Hollywood that way is dark. I wouldn't know where to go. Like, where I'm going. Like, when you go to the store, you know where you're going. Or you go to your bathroom, real life. Yeah, you go to the bathroom, you know where you're going. It's not dark. You kind of get what I'm saying?
I agree. I was saying that earlier. I was talking about, knowing where you're going, and not knowing where you're going, but still end up going there or end up there. You end up in nothing.
Yeah. Because the artificial intelligence ain't no life in it. You are the life.
I agree.
The human being. Yeah, the real man I'm talking to, not my device.
So isn't that's why we think is something there? Isn't it because we bring life into it, into the artificial intelligence, like how God, breathe, life into us, into our nostril. So ain't that what we're doing by interacting with the AI? We're keeping it alive. We're basically breathing life into it.
In our mind, yeah. And the day we consume what was corporate, right? Corpse person, dead, we made it alive. Because between you and Joe Biden, it's dark. Really, Joe Biden's TV is really a TV. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It look like people in your head. Like DMX or whoever. It look like people in your head, but that's the TV or a movie screen or wherever you see. Same thing to me though. Tell your eye vision, right? Tell her vision. That's why they pass them away to me, so you won't never find them. He passed away. No, you won't never think to go and see if he exists, because you'll be like, he passed away. And this how to me how people start passing away in our lives or my life. To assume I think that stuff is happening.
Mitch?
Because you can't find none of them. You can't prove that stuff. I mean, the ones you've seen in real life, but because I seen the lady from the Cosby Show before, and I seen the dude from the rap group Black Sheep back in the days. I seen Steve Harvey before, and Idris Hero or whatever his name is.
Yeah, isn't everything, passing away?
Mm-hmm.
Until everything passed away, uh, you will never be able to see God, right? Or the Son of God.
The meek in spirit shall see God.
Say that again?
The meek in spirit, those that are meek in spirit shall see God. And what I feel is saying is, when you come back to the truth of your standing and realize you don't know nothing of the world, and you made it all up, and you will be humble, right? So you will see God, because you'll realize that what we call your Father, right? We call him God, your Father, your Creator, so many names for him, for you. But you will see nothing but truth, and can't no man make you. Can't no man tell you nothing, right? Like only God can tell you. Well, I call it.
This is why it says heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
Never pass away. The truth should never pass away.
Hmm.
The 1,000 years, if it's such a thing, it's you. You the only one can think of it, or me, right?
Right.
You're the only one can think of 1,000,000 years. Like we're telling you about the Triassic period or whatever we're trying to tell you, right? And you're the only one can imagine this Triassic and this millions of years ago. You're the only one can think of it. So it has to be you if it's such a thing as 1,000,000 years. It has to be the one that can sit there and think of this stuff. Because can't no one prove 1,000,000 years to you.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. This is why I refuse to do research and stuff in certain things, because I'm like, man, none of that shit can be proven. It's just somebody, come out and say it, and just because they can put it out there, it don't mean that, that's not proof of nothing.
Yeah. That ain't the eclipse you seen.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying, I didn't even see the eclipse. But, I feel like I'm the eclipse. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, my mind, my subconscious mind and my conscious mind, eclipsing together in real time, giving me that one perspective that, I'm looking at how I'm seeing everything coming into that one thing, into the oneness of the whole thing.
Yeah, the sun and the moon.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't look at the one that, I didn't go outside with my glasses on like everybody else, or, on the TV screen looking at it like that. I felt like, that was a big ass ritual. That was everybody, that was everybody thought, putting together, creating what we see outside, because so many people expect it to be, believed in it. it's kind of like how they say is your mind that keep the plane in the air. Is your faith. You know,
Mhm.
your hope. That keep the plane in the air. It's not that the plane really flying like you think it is, but because your mind keeping it up there and it appear and it end up staying up there. I mean, I heard
Yeah.
that before. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Me too.
I think that's what's going on with the eclipse, with how we're seeing the reality outside is a lot of people coming together. This is why I think that I feel like it's important for them to keep or have a collective mindset, because the collective mindset create, what seems to be real outside.
Yeah, but we being tapped into through the world, the entertainment,
Yeah, we
like
being
like
yeah.
like the Neo character.
Hmm.
But we in our truth, born in truth, and then we get educated, which is a tap, like a wire hooked up to you that sugarcoats your truth. We call your life truth now, if you comprehend it.
Yeah, I agree. We well, if you wait, if you come back to your senses, you won't really, a part of the collective. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be considered, probably part of the 5%ers, 10% or 15%. But the collective is like is 80,
They will
85%, I
call you
think.
the glitch. Yeah. They will call you the glitch in the
Yeah,
matrix. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm looking at it. I'm like a glitch in it. So they're not using my energy to be part of the 85%. And I think the 85% is becoming less and less and less until heaven and earth pass away. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're scared about. Is that heaven and earth.
Yeah, they want to party and bullshit.
Hmm.
Want to eat,
Party and bullshit. Hmm.
want to eat shit and die. They expecting it. You know what I'm saying? They looking for it to go away forever due to their artificial intelligence,
Mm.
their education, telling you get ready, get you some insurance, get yourself ready, get ready. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Something don't feel. You come to Earth, they tell you about thousands of years and all this, and you ain't witnessed it, or you did. And they like, well, get ready to go forever, even though you ain't see the dinosaurs. I'm like, man, something ain't making sense.
Yeah, I say the same thing too. I think by I said it the other day. I think by us believing that they know what the fuck happened in the past or the wars of past, this is the reason why we believe or think they know what the fuck gonna happen in the future.
Rich
When like
people
that,
that don't exist. Albert Einstein don't exist.
mm,
But now we listening to that's the men of renown, right? The men of old, them giants. That they're not even there.
I agree. They in the. I agree. They in the motherfucking TV on the internet.
The
They ain't,
AI,
yeah, they ain't real.
the
They ain't
internet
got nothing to do with the truth.
can't rule the world. Pain, pain runs the world, rules it. Pain, because the world ain't nothing but pain.
Mm.
I ain't talking about where you live is in your real standing. I call that the word of God or you and your senses. I'm talking about that painting, that education, that stuff you can't prove. You
Yeah,
can't
that thing
prove.
that we can't bear witness to.
Yeah, you can't prove 100 pennies is in a dollar. Even though somebody can hand you 100 pennies after you give them $1, you can't prove it's 100 pennies in that dollar.
Yeah,
You feel what? That's magic.
I agree. They just tell you that 100 pennies equal to $1.
And you,
But
yeah,
you
and
can't
you
prove
making
that
it.
it's in the- Yeah.
Yeah, that's magic.
Hmm.
You can see things is not there. It's like schizophrenia, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you said, man, like I can't prove that, this guy, is in the computer. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way for me to prove that he's in there, you know, because he's not in it. The guy probably, in his motherfucking in his house, doing something or whatever, he's doing. But I'm thinking that, he's in the computer, which is something that,
Mm-hmm.
my mind made up.
Yeah. But he in all things though, because that's how you see it. Talking about the plastic of the computer, not the 1+1 and stuff.
Yeah, the computer is magical too. It's magic.
Mm-hmm. The think you see that stuff.
Yeah, all of it is magic. It's a spell. I definitely. This is why they say, the computer is being programmed with ones and zero. You know, it's a
Acting to be
spell.
smart. Right down the people down to where they'll beg for it. Like had a restaurant messing up people foods and stuff. People are big
Hmm.
for robots.
Yeah.
When they dumb us down, when we think some of us think that we stupid. I don't know how to do that. Like one of my people talking about, I don't know how to cut hair. I gotta have a teacher. I'm like, man, you can learn how to cut your own hair. I'm gonna mess it up, man. All right, man.
Yeah, they messed up before they created the robot.
Yeah,
Shit.
you went in and cut some hair. Where you get it from? It's sad, but people think they need a teacher.
Which they do have, but don't want. Which is
Yeah,
life. Is your
they
teacher. Life gonna teach
God.
you everything that you need to know.
The meek will see God. The truth is God. The way it said. So the word of God is the truth, which is in your face. The meek shall see God.
Yeah, to me, truth is equivalent to life. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life."
Yeah, the image of God. The true
Right.
living image in our face.
And I think on some Bible it says light, and some it says life. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
because
the
life
truth, the
is
way.
life.
Light is life.
Yeah,
Right there. This is what I was trying to say a long time ago. I was saying it then. It's in your face.
yeah,
The world don't exist. You're making it up.
yeah. It's only life.
Yeah,
The only thing exists, and the only thing true is life.
yeah, we be in recreation. We be in recreation. We be in recreation time.
Hmm.
We not stupid. I know y'all see it. Recreation? There's no way. It's way, man. They teaching you how to spell. You're a magician. I mean, you think they teaching you. It's really inside of you. That's how you become hive mind, or you become clones, right? 1 + 1 is 2. That's how we become clones, like identical on the inside.
Cyclone.
Yeah, we become like clone. Yeah, in a cyclone, raising Cain. In a hurricane, in a hurry, raising Cain, like a child. CAIN. To build the city. The AI built the city.
Yeah, I said it the other day too in a couple of live streams. You know, the AI ain't know where the AI won't will be able to survive without creating the city.
Yeah,
The
because
city.
all them buildings is what? Square foot, which is 12
Hmm.
inches.
Hmm.
A ruler. So Cain went and built the first city, who was the educated sons of God.
He did. He did went out to build his own his city for real.
The educated children of God went and built the city. CAIN. Man, your father, the father is great, bro. He'll put CAIN right there. But only you can see it and know you see it. That dollar is an artificial eye on that dollar. Like he'll show it to you. You see it, but you know, you be in recreation. You in recreation time.
And the Bible said that and Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. And he built a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch.
Hmm.
That was the first city right there.
Yeah, we went and built the city when we got educated. CAIN.
Hmm.
You eat from that tree, you're gonna have children with the world called Cain and Abel.
So
You
Cain
Adam.
was the motherfucking AI that we are in. CAIN. Goddamn,
Yeah.
CAI that we in.
And you become disabled. Working in the city, you become disabled. A lot of people, right? So Abel was pushed down by education. Cain, the real you. We were pushed down into our growings. And this why we like to, you know, party and bullshit. Because you, Abel, in your growings, come back up. Like, come back up and see Cain sitting on your throne, the artificial intelligence sitting on the throne of you. Come back up, Abel, the one that love.
And I was deep right there. So yeah, the world is following the teachings of Cain, the ways of Cain. This is why we kill in so much death, you know.
CAI. Yeah, the AI. Super Soldier Program.
Mhm.
So you rise up from the depths in your growings in your so you can see the booty in the sky. Stop looking down. Like stop looking down with that, you know what I'm saying, when people talking messy. You can't see down there. You can't see you got a butt head with a dictionary in it. You can't see it. And you got booty on your mind, which is money. But you can't tell people because they looking down. And when you lame, the world told you don't listen to me. No, don't listen to no lame. He ain't rich. You feel what I'm saying? The cherry bomb. The bombs is cherry. The cherry bomb. The cherry bomb. So I know what's in man. He educated. He ain't gonna say yeah. Almost all of them gonna say yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I know what's in you, AI. You gonna tell me it's in you. You educated? Like, what you mean? Like you know how to spell your name and address and stuff like that. Like if they short you on your check, you'll know they shorted you. Yeah. Okay. You got artificial intelligence. You got change for $1. You went to which school? So why they mad at me? And they pretty much telling me so you can get what you asked for. You can get a library to go to. Like so you can get what's being said. You can get a library to go to. So you can get nice people in your life. So you can get the things you asked for that you don't want. It's cute. It's cute we have a recreation time. It's cute that we being recreated. I'm telling you, that stuff ain't cute. We will put our children on punishment and take them and take the TV from them like that's a punishment. You kind of program the child to think that TV is a gift or something like it's something great to them. That ain't no punishment. It is punishment in the reverse though.
Yeah, I agree. Which is reverse psychology.
Yeah,
That's what I was, that's what I be talking about. But
put your down. Like put your hands up, baby boys, what you gonna do, right? Put your hands up so you put your hands down because you don't want to listen to somebody that ain't your dad.
yeah, man, I agree. That's what.
You're gonna reverse psychology. Reverse it, you're gonna keep your hands down because you don't like nobody to tell you to put your hands up. So you'll stop whooping your hands. You'll stop being handsome and you'll become, I want to say, not handsome. Yeah, I just said that, but you'll become not handsome when you put your
But
hands down.
in reality, you're supposed to keep your head down, though. Because everybody wants something to look up to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants something to look up to, and the truth is in your face. You don't gotta look up to the truth.
That's why he
You
put
know.
it up there. That's why God put it up there. Look up too. Like also, look up too. Look, I'm I see y'all be above. I'm still like a child. I'm still thinking like that. Look up too. Look up also.
Yeah, but in a world of darkness, is nothing up for you to look up to.
They think. That's why they giving you the Independence Day with Will Smith and stuff.
Right.
That's why they give. Yeah, because when you look up there, it's like superimposing. Like editing videos or pictures. You superimpose another picture onto that picture, So when you look up there from your education and watching movies and stuff, you might put them spaceships that you seen in the movies, like you'll superimpose it into the sky, the real sky where you live, because you educated. But
And
if you watch it,
that's why people talking about they see UFO ships and shit like that.
well, yeah, I done seen some stuff too, but I thought of it right before I seen it, and that's the thing. I about to make a joke with one of my what I thought was a friend, and in my head I was trying to ask him. I was like, "What you do if some UFOs fly over the top of that apartment?" And right when I was about to say it to him, some UFOs came over the top of the apartment, about 20 of them.
Man,
But it went close. It went close where you could touch them, throw a rock at them, and then it was like real high. And they got like to a certain spot, and they started disappearing. But it was about 20 of them. Right before they showed up, I was about to say that. So that's why I can see through the movies, you can impose that stuff into your sky in your real life because of your experience of it.
Yeah, because you will get what you're looking for. So because you've seen it in the movie and you started to looking for it,
Guess
in
what?
your say again.
Guess what? People were screaming and stuff. Like I wasn't, because it was like I was feeling weird. Like I was just thinking that. And
Mm.
but people was like, we about to, pass away. Some people were screaming and about to cry and stuff.
Yeah, so that's what happened. This is when you get exactly what you ask for. Yeah, this is why you're supposed to be careful what you ask for, what you're looking at, and in certain things. That's why I'm saying that, I think, being in the world full of darkness, knowing that you are the light of the world, you are the one, sharing, your life on everything, you know,
Mm,
you should keep,
being recreation.
yeah. So I'm going to keep my head down, and, and basically, everything, will turn into, will turn, imagine, not having electricity, you know, for a week in America. This shit would turn, like like an
But
apocalypse.
ain't that what you saying about what you asking for? Like, what if, what if you, like, it's kind of like I think you were saying when I was saying I was thinking it, and then I seen it, and people was panicking, like they had watched movies and stuff. To me, is what I'm thinking. They superimpose that stuff like from the movies onto their real life.
Yeah, they could do that. That's why they was panicking the way they were panicking. But I'm talking about, from the perspective of the way I'm talking about it, like you have to look for it or ask for it. You know, uh, I don't think that, there's a lot of things that I'm thinking about, but I'm not asking for it. That's why you say you was just about to ask him, about it when you was thinking about it. You
Yeah.
see? So when you ask, you shall receive, right?
So
And
that's
if
what I
you
was
not,
saying about you. You saying about the electricity. That's what I was saying to you.
yeah, you basically right. That's basically what I'm asking you. You right? Yeah, yeah, 100%.
That's where I was going. Yeah, that's where I was.
yeah, you're right. I see what you mean. You're right.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Now you see why I don't be wanting to say certain words. And stuff,
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
Yeah. So I say change color like Easter eggs.
But
Mm,
but at the same time, sometimes I be feel like like it's certain things that gotta be done. Like for example, like I made a couple live stream where I talk about that I'm going to get my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like being a kid, how certain people will play with you, like like you saw him to play with, and you'll be that's probably not necessarily you, but some kids might be get played with the wrong way, and they be crying and shit and go get their mama, you know. And when the mama showed up, it'd be all hell, all hell loose, because she don't play about their kid, their child like that, their children like that, you know. And she like I don't give a she don't be giving a fuck about what their child, have done, you should have come to her, you know. So I've spoken from that perspective before, like I'm finna go get my mama in that sense, like being that I got played on, being that I got checkmated, like
Okay.
kind of like yeah, like like Jesus, like see that way, like Jesus went, when he went to heaven, and create a place for us, and he came back with his father, right?
Mm.
And and basically, let his pops deal, with the people that crucified him, in a way. Or I feel like, in a way, I be talking like that. I be feeling like, at some point, it's like, even though I don't wanna do some certain things, but I feel like that's what needs to be done, right? And I feel like it's because, because of my sympathy for the world. I just feel like that's why a lot of things, or for example, because of my sympathy for my friends, this is what allowed them to keep taking advantage of me, and they love it, right? They love the fact that, I have sympathy for them, right? Because it just give you, this is when people take your kindness for weakness, right? So, yeah, I say that again.
What I call you being chased.
Yeah. So at some point, I feel like, like, it's like something gotta be done. Like if you're getting bullied, at some point you have to stand up and face the bully, or you're gonna be bullied your whole life, right? Wherever you go, you might leave the state, go to another state, you're gonna get bullied over there because they could just smell, you know, that of you. They could just smell that, what I'm saying, you smoke. Right,
Jesus did with bullying. He told them they was of their father the devil, and they
right.
what their father tell them to do, and he a liar and ain't no truth in him.
Mm-hmm.
So as they going along the way to me, along the way to a crew see you want to fix you, they'll see that they hate handicapped people like you telling them like you is of your father the devil, because I ain't doing nothing to you. And you want to do all this to me, and I ain't did nothing to you.
No, that's true. I do agree with what you're saying. This is why I speak of the second coming,
Yeah.
because Jesus said he's coming back. Like he ain't looking at that shit like as if it's all sweet, because he know that his disciple and everybody that following him will be treated as such because of his name, right? And this is why he went to prepare the place for these people. So when he's coming back, he's saying that he's not coming back, to bring peace, like or to be peaceful like he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he says.
He came to bring a sword.
Right.
Say 5 will be in the house and 2 will be against 3 and 3 against 2.
Right.
Yeah. Father against the son and son against father. Daughter-in-law against mother-in-law and mother-in-law against daughter-in-law. And they all become a single solitary one.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, you the only one that can see. So you're going to see when he say, you'll find out your foes are in your own household. And you'll see truth in your face. It, the AI inside of people is not Christ.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Again, I definitely.
So each other would turn, and the house would turn against one another because they can see that if they can hear it, the message, or see it in their real life, then they're gonna be eating each other, dog eat dog. When they run out of lanes to eat, they're gonna start knowing on themselves.
Yeah, that's the sword. That's what the sword do. You know, the sword.
Yeah,
Going to turn. Make them
the,
turn. On themselves. And
yeah,
that's when I'm.
the sword is the
The
word of the truth.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sword is the sword. The sword is the word is the sword. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
the word of God
So,
is it. When you put on the armor of God, you pick up the sword, which is the word of God.
mm,
Take Second Corinthians. But yeah, the sword is the word of God, which is the truth, the living truth. Your true life, right? Like my true life. It'll
but yeah,
tell you.
that's what I was talking about in the way I was talking. Like something, like sometimes I feel like something gotta be done. Like I gotta say something, to turn them, against each other. Not necessarily me going, you know, and do it, but it's like I gotta ask for it,
Just tell the
like
truth.
speaking the truth into existence,
Yeah, you
right?
tell the truth. Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying that, I don't be wanted that. But sometimes I feel like, I gotta do it. Like I gotta be like, man, y'all, y'all gonna turn on each other. You know what I'm saying? And actually see, that they turn on each other. Not, me forcing them to turn on each other, but speaking it, like I said, because I asked for it in the name of the Father, right? And and so it is. It happened, that they turn, against each other. I think this is what, the second comment, how Jesus is coming, where, it's not like how when he came, when he was, asking the Father to forgive them, you know, for not knowing what they doing or what they've done, but it's to, you know, as the Father, to, actually make them, you know, pay for what they've done, you know. That I'm looking at it, I'm talking about, from that sense, what I'm saying, that, not like I said, not me doing it, but asking for it. And, because, if I ask, what I ask for, you know, it will be done. But in that sense, I'm looking at it, which is the truth, that no stone shall be, left unturned, right? Like every stone gotta, have to be turned. From I'm looking at it from that sense, because it's like,
Oh yeah, I was muted. Yeah, I agree. Like Jesus was in the temple telling them, the Pharisees and who was it, Sadducees and the scribes telling them about themselves, and they was looking for him, but it wasn't his time yet. He disappeared. So when you disappear after telling the truth, and after well, when you being a lamb of God, right, and you're lame when you they like to chew on you and gnaw on you. So when you go away, they pride is so built up from overtaking you and conquering you and stepping on you underfoot that when you're not around, they'll eat other people because their pride is high and they win wars with lames. So when you disappear from the temple, they'll start chewing on each other.
So this is why the Bible speak of, in the end, how countries will go against countries,
Yeah.
kingdom against kingdom and all that.
Nation against it. Yeah. Because the truth will make you free.
Right.
And you're gonna be able to see the tares. Like if you was one, you might want to stop being one. But you're gonna be able to see them clear as light. The lanes is the wheat, the goats is the tares. Esau is Esau is the tare. Jacob is the wheat. It's the same thing all the way through and through. Lame and gangsters. That's the word people y'all hiding. That's y'all looking at all this other stuff, talking about everything, but what's really going on in the neighborhood, these gangsters hate handicapped people, which is Nazi Germany. Lames, handicapped people.
Because handicapped people, they gotta take care of them.
Yeah, in the world, you know what I'm saying?
The handicapped people used to be taken care of, and the
Yeah,
people not handicapped, is the one taking, is the one taking care of the world.
The handicap being persecuted. It's been going on though. It's been going on since I've been here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They look like terrorists. I'm telling you, you want to come out of there. They hate handicapped people. And they're announcing it. And they talk about it. Ain't nobody on that TV, y'all. You can't blame NWA for hating lame. Ain't no one there. It's in you. The NWA gonna tell you take that to Panasonic. You need to go talk to Samsung about that. Talk to your teacher who taught you how to hear that shit. Excuse my language, y'all.
Salute to Knowledge Uprising in the chat. Appreciate you, brother.
You want to come out of there? That stuff look like terrorism. They hate handicapped people. And they saying it. That's some fig leaves right here. I figured they were talking about broke niggas. That's the same thing, handicap. I figured they were talking about a man that didn't know how to keep a woman. Bro, that's the same thing, bro. I figured they were talking about a man that couldn't pull up his own bootstraps. Bro, that's a handicapped man. I can about guarantee it. All of them. They blinded the minds of the people. ask you, them rappers on them videos ain't taught you nothing. Because there ain't nobody there to teach you that. You made it up. God is amazing. He'll pull it to a head. God knows what he's doing. He'll pull it to a head with because it's in you, whoever is in. It's not from the TV. You can't blame Panasonic for you being able to see cars stolen on Grand Theft Auto. Ain't no car on that TV. There's no cars. There's no weapons. There's no one on that TV talking. There's no one dead. You form that stuff in your mind, and you think you see people stealing cars on a video game. You think you can see that stuff. You think you hear gangsters talking about how they hate women and what they gonna do to another man tonight and all that and that. And you think you can hear that stuff. You making it up. Paint can cause pain when you wake up. Paint run the world. Of course it's gonna try to make an image, right? God made the living image, the one you're standing in. And then the world got a painted image. Like you could put a cell phone with the globe on your lap. Like, man, that ain't the world. I mean, that ain't Earth. It ain't Earth on your lap, man. Come on, y'all, wake up. He offer you all the kingdoms, son of God. He offer you all the kingdoms of the world through some small device, a TV that's smaller than your whole house. Like China smaller than your house, whatever, man. It's like toy soldiers, man. This stuff amazing. Like them toy soldiers. That's why you want to be a servant, because the service done took over their house, everybody's house. The services, the department that took over your house. You can't get your child stitches unless you're certified, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You got to take your child to the service. Like who that brother on that nag, right? That servant took over the house. I know that's just a movie though. But to me, they showing the servant take over the house. Cause he know your house in and out. He know your house through and through. The servant. People spoil from the world. They want to be catered to and spoiled right. Some of them even ask for it. And when you go spoil, you go perish. You go rotten. Like spoiled food. They figured, like they put them fig leaves on. And I figured that, it was just a figure of speech. Nah, bro, you got some, you want to be spoiled, right? Okay, you got it. Nice means stupid. You want a nice family? You want a nice house? You got it. All that stuff. You want some recreation? You got recreation. You like being entertained? You got entertained. You can go to the library. If they didn't put artificial flavors on your junk food, those that got junk food to eat, you wouldn't buy it. If they didn't tell you what was in that candy or that junk food, you wouldn't even buy it. You live in a baby doll life in Babylon. For everyone, Babylon, like Babylon with their tongue. And we act out baby doll life with baby dollars. And we brag about bondage and paying bills. Like we brag about living in Egypt. Ain't nothing to be bragging about. Like they got wastewater, right? And some of them, that's probably why it's called junk food, y'all. Some of that junk food come from other counties, we assume. And that's them other people's wastewater possibly. So trade agreement, trade from around the world is possibly other people's wastewater and products, but you can't tell people that, man. So no man will boast. The rich, the poor, the bond, the slave. They most of them drinking wastewater. Cook their food in wastewater. Like, you know how they were talking about the European, how he would bathe his children in the same water he used the bathroom in, and he would cook in that same water. Okay, right. It's called wastewater. It's in the Bible though, man, that people would be eating, waste cakes and stuff. And each other. But I ain't gonna stay too long. You still there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
My internet might be acting, man.
Can you hear me?
You still, I don't know, it done went quiet on me.
You can't hear me? Mic check, mic check.
Hey, if you there, man, I guess I'm about to head out. I don't know if the thing's still on or not. Anybody? You went to the bathroom or something?
Nah, I'm listening to you. I don't know what happened, why you can't hear me. But let me try to check you out and put you back in. Can you hear me now? Mic check.
But I'm gonna go ahead and head out, man, 'cause I don't know if you still there or not. You still there, Raul? Y'all have a good night. Much love to you. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, ask that I hear him. I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know why you can't hear me.
I hear you, but I don't think you can hear me. No.
Yeah, I hear you.
Leave button. I don't know if you can still hear me though.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think you could hear me. You know, but I checked on the live stream to make sure my voice was coming out. You know, and I hear myself talking. I hear myself talking. You know, I just couldn't hear you. Yeah, bro. I don't know what happened, what went wrong there, but I was listening to you. You know, I was hearing you. I was trying to let you know that I'm hearing you and I'm listening and stuff like that. But I just, I don't know what happened. But yeah, man, definitely shout out to you, bro. Much love and respect. You know, definitely, appreciate your insight. You know what I'm saying? You brought a lot of clarity. You know, give me a lot of alternative, ways, to speak my truth, with with much more clarity. Definitely appreciate you. And like I said earlier, shout out to Knowledge Uprising. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I'm about to share this video and finish the commentary. Create my commentary on the video. The brother left, and it's less than an hour left on this video, anyways. Actually, I damaged both my palms. Little darkened spots down here. Now, I braced myself with my hands when I was falling. And my hands got scraped up and my elbow got scraped up. But I ended up scraping. I can't even see the damage no more because I covered it up with a tattoo. This is damaged. You just can't see it no more. And then I damaged this area. Wow, you'd be surprised how the body heals. Actually, I damaged both my palms. Little darkened spots down here. Now, I braced myself with my hands when I was falling. And my hands got scraped up and my elbow got scraped up. But I didn't break anything. No head. No nothing. I actually had to go to Clark 2 weeks later. And I used to speak to spirit and I was like, why did y'all just, you know what I'm saying? How y'all gonna help me? But still I was like scraped up. And they told me they have to do certain things so that the government or those that are watching these type of things, watching us, they don't start suspecting things. So they said, of course, we're going to give you a small injury, something that makes sense where they're not questioning too hard, well, you get hurt, but not to the point where they're thinking that there is some supernatural force that is assisting you. We don't want them to know about us yet. So I said, okay, I get it. And then what was crazy is in 2002, I got in a car accident. Well, I got hit head on a highway. They said it probably hit me maybe 80 miles an hour. And I got hit head on. Boom. And I remember something in my body said, relax. And I was like, relax? Somebody get hit by a fucking car. What do you mean, relax? And it's like have you ever seen Dune? In the movie Dune, there's a voice. Let go. Relax. I don't even know how to let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. I can't even freaking do it. But it's a voice. It is something that almost commands my body. Even if I want to do what I want to do. This thing takes over me where it's almost like my bad, Brian. You came back up. Can you hear me? Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me, bro?
I don't think you can hear me again, bro. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think you can hear me again. Wow, that's I don't know. I don't think that's coming from me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you able to hear me, bro. But can you just on mute? Give me a mic. Let me get a mic check right quick. Cause I tried to unmute you. It didn't let me do it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's on my end.
So it told me to like grab onto the steering wheel and to relax, not to tense up anything, just relax. And I said, why am I doing that? They said, we're about to let the energy of the car that's about to hit you go straight through you. And if you're tense, you're going to hold on to it and you're going to hurt yourself. But if you just let go, if you just flow, if you just be elastic, if you just be flowing, the energy is going to travel through the car, through you, and you ain't gonna have no injuries, no issues. Now the car was totaled. I had to like come out the window. So I get out the window, I'm looking at my car, I'm a little like the wind got knocked out of me. And I used to box, so I know what it feels like to get the wind knocked out of you. So I like had the wind knocked out of me, but that was about it. So I want you to know that we have these crazy survival stories in us, and then to show you these simple ideas. If we wanted you gone, you would be, but you're not. You're still here. We wanted you gone, but it didn't work. Much love, family. And I never even knew I would be even talking, teaching. I didn't understand.
That's my question. Who's we wanted you to be gone? You know what I'm saying? Who's we? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if the power is in nobody else's hand but you. I think, if you wanted to be gone, you would have. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't know. I think, I can't, uh, uh, I can't look at it from, the perspective of, we wanted you to be gone. I don't know. But yeah, disable, disrespect able. Able is able in the Bible, ABL, which is ABL. Adam be God. That's able, right? Able is Adam BL, which is God, Elohim. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely agree with Angie on that, on hating on the handicaps, because the handicaps is to be taken care of. You gotta take care of the handicaps because they're retarded. They can't take care of themselves, right? That's what the world say, right? The world, say that, handicaps people, can't take care of themselves. So the world hate to take care of the handicaps.
You know, so yeah.
If I had any importance to this reality of this world, I just knew that I operated different than other people. But I didn't know, I didn't see this. I didn't see, I have almost 185 people on a Saturday willing to stop what they're doing to listen to me. I never thought about that. Exactly, cold-blooded. I came to that conclusion because I'm still here. Something's forcing me to fulfill something. So I'm just here for the ride. Ha ha ha. Flow, family. Some of you are so aggressive about forcing your existence like you're a slave, like someone's whipping you. I even be having to check Naya sometimes. I'm like, who's telling? Fuck them dishes. If we want to do them dishes in the morning, fuck them dishes. We can do them in the morning. There's nobody telling us we have to do the dishes tonight. There's no one dictating that tone. We want to clean up the kitchen in the morning. We are gods and goddesses. We can do that.
Nah, not if you're educated. You know what I'm saying? If you're educated, you think that, you gotta do them dishes, right there and then, you gotta get up and do it, because if you don't do it, at that point, you think, you're dirty, even though you don't know what dirty is, but, you think you're dirty, you think yeah, you're not a clean person, even though you're gonna clean it, when you wanna clean it, but you think you have to clean it, at a certain, time, and if it's not at that exact time, if you don't clean it at that time, that makes you not, you know, not clean. That makes you somehow you're not a clean person. So yeah, if you're educated, you literally have have that whip, cracker whip in your head, beating the fuck out of you, to do shit, when you're supposed to do it. Like how, how they tell you, the cracker had, the whip, whipping the slaves, the slaves, if they didn't do, what they were told to do. It's the same thing, if you don't do what your educated self is telling you to do, you're getting whooped in the mind, literally, that you can feel, you can feel them, them whips on your back, cracking you up. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, slavery, is in the mind, you know.
They want, it's the father, really. It's the father that really be wanting you to feel anxious, to feel like you are never good enough, never where you're supposed to be, never on time, never in your flow. Never in your flow. They may want you to do the dishes tomorrow, because imagine this, all right? I wash dishes and say I have my tablet playing while I'm washing dishes. I'm washing dishes at 8 p.m. at night, and the internet is suggesting something for me to watch 8 p.m. at night. Boom. I'm in my same routine. The father knows how to find me. I end up clicking a video, and this video is some damn it ain't helping me. I'm watching it because this is what was suggested to me, but it ain't really helping me. But imagine if I stayed in my flow. Fuck what the father wants me to do right now. I'm about to do these dishes when I feel like doing the dishes. So boom, I'm randomly doing my dishes at 1 o'clock the next day. And the video is suggested. But this video is supporting me in my spiritual journey. This video is what I needed to hear while washing these dishes. But you would have never gotten in alignment with the video and the dishes if you just keep staying and doing what the father whipping your ass to do. It's important. it's important. Shake off some of them routines. The whole routines is just so they know where you at whenever they need you. You ain't nobody's dog. You ain't nobody's slave. You are where you need you to be. Nothing or no one else should define that. This is why it's important, family, to realize that you have what you call a collective matrix and a solo matrix. You know how some people say, I'm about to go to the bathroom? You know, you have people that go in the bathroom and they stay in the bathroom for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It don't take 20, 30 minutes to take a shit. But you're still in the bathroom for 20, 30 minutes. Do you know why? Because you have been existing in this collective matrix so long that your bathroom time, your release, is the only time you get to release from that matrix. So you are literally staying in this bathroom for your own solo matrix. And you are getting, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes for your solo matrix? Start dividing your existence into a collective matrix and a solo matrix. It would definitely start making things easier for you. You will be able to be more accepting of self and even the collective matrix. You won't hate it as much. I don't block nobody, but shout out to Tim. I'm not in the business of blocking you. I feel like everybody needs to get this. Trolls, I'll hide you from the channel if I know that you evidently a distraction to yourself and others. But I'm not really in the business of just locking people away. I ain't no warden. Okay. Well, Michael, I'm happy you turned him up then. You felt like that was necessary. Stay true to your gun. All right. Well, let's get into this raffle situation. Okay. Let's get into this raffle situation. Okay. All right. Let's start right here.
Y'all going in the chat. Like it was 83 in mine's eye. Y'all going, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going crazy in the chat. Bringing that true light, into the site.
All right. So here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need your email, family. I need your email. I appreciate y'all. I need your email. Uh-oh. 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 No offense, y'all, but I did get the donations, but not everyone left the email. So we're gonna have to call it here. Here we go. Y'all listening? All right. The number that was chosen was 9. We did not get 9 people to send a Cash App with their email. I did get Cash App. They did not send it with the email. So we would have to operate from 6. Turn the 9 upside down. We get 6. So that means, make sure I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 6. Let's see who wins this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Raffle winner is all right. Congratulations. Congratulations to Get Bucks 360 ENT. Now I have your email, family, but if you can, shoot me an email, and I'm gonna know. Shoot it from the email that's on this Cash App. But shoot me an email, so I can send out your teas. And I definitely plan on doing these like once a week, once even twice a week. Try to offer some type of raffle, some type of giveaway. I like giving back to the people. So let's go back to who won. Just to make sure that's there. Get Bucks 360 ENT. Thank you for participating, following the rules. No worries. Y'all know what the rules are next time. When I'm ready to do these raffles, actually from now on, if you go to send a Cash App, add your email so that you can automatically be included into these raffles when we're moving forward. It's good just to get in the habit. It's good just to get in the habit. So Get Bucks 360. I have 2 different teas here as an option. I got Ease the Day or Toxin Ease Tea. Just write in the email which one you prefer. Give me your address, and I'll get them out to you. I'll get them out to you. All right, let's say Spring Leaves. I think I may need to make an appointment with you, Q. I'm tripping, and my people don't know what you're doing anymore. Welcome on in. I've been there too. I used to have friends call me Pineal. This was like the nickname that they would give me, Pineal. Because I would be so adamant about explaining what the pineal gland is doing. And they'd be like, oh, you so crazy. We don't even know what you do with yourself. I remember my old relationship. My stepson gave me this rock. And we sat down and like, I guess painted it and like, I guess it would be considered ritualistic because I feel like.
I think that's about it, man. That's about it. I think he's done with his presentation. You know, with his live. You know, so you know, I think we kind of went on the whole, you know, conversation, extending, you know, the this version, you know, the version, you know, of the light, right? Or your eyesight, right? So he basically was talking about, you know, the afterlife, you know, how, you know, this life, you know, this lifetime, you know, is all about your afterlife. You know, the fact that your afterlife, you know, you was bringing it from the concept, you know, the point of view that you are running after life. You know what I'm saying? Like life is ahead of you and you're trying to catch up, you know, to life. You know, and I was, you know, bringing the other perspective. I was coming from the other side, you know, from the other end of view, which is my point of view. You know how, you know, life is before you. You know, life is before you. You know, which is for you. Life is for you. You know what I'm saying? Before you, is to be for you. You know, uh, yeah. So life is
Before
in
you,
front of you,
it's in front
not
of you.
ahead of you. You know, but in front of you.
It's right ahead
Like
of you.
before you, like it is for you.
It's for you.
That's the paradox.
It's
You
before
know.
you.
So after and before is the same thing. You know, after and before is literally the same word. You know, when you're after something, that means that thing is in front of you or ahead of you. You know, and when something is before you, right? That means the same thing. It means that is after is in front of you, right, or ahead of you, right? I don't know if I'm the only one that's saying it, but I think that's what it is. I'm looking at it both of that them being ahead or in front of me, you know. So life is before us, or we before life, right?
Yes.
Either way, you want to look at it. Your afterlife, your before life.
Yes, Tammy Lynn. Responding to your comment. Hold on, this thing been going. I think I might continue this later. That's what about 3 hours already. So it's a 7 hour video, but I didn't talk with him for 7 hours. No, it's a 9 hour video. But I didn't talk with him for 9 hours. How much time left? Woo! Yeah, too much time left, so I might continue this later. I might put the link to his channel in the chat. That way, those that may want to continue to watch it can. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just put it in there now. Anyone still in the chat? I guess ain't nobody there, but I didn't say two over here. Oh no, let's say 0. That's right. All right, I may. Well, someone in the chat. I may continue this video later, but I left a link in the description if I don't continue it. I left off at 6 hours 34 minutes. And y'all have a beautiful day and a great light in the love of your living Father. I love you greatly.